as an advocate for boys and men, what do you think, at what level do you think a young man, or how do I put it?
Is ready
what
for,
should a man achieve before thinking of marriage?
Marriage.
Yes.
A man should be responsible to even fend for himself first, and before even thinking of fending for another person. Okay, we see men who are not even able to take care of themselves. You are not even emotionally okay. You can't even feed yourself. You can't even. So for me,
and yet you want to take
in somebody's daughter. Okay, we are not saying that you have to have everything. We have some people who are building, but let's see responsibility. Not that you want to take somebody's daughter, but you're at home and you are not doing anything. You are waiting for the girl. Say, God has given whatever. Her money is my money. So let her do and come and let us share. Okay. Are you responsible? What we want to see? Responsibility. A man that is able to own up responsibility. To know that I'm responsible for the woman I'm taking. And I'm doing something to ensure that she's fine. It might not be elaborate. It might not be so much. But let's see that you are passionate. You are for me, the key word is responsibility. You're able to fend for yourself. And you are ready to fend for another person, to do what it takes to work. Even they say you are earning 40,000, 50,000, but we will see that you are responsible and you are ready to grow, you are ready to learn, you are ready to evolve. That's the key word I tell women to check out for, men to even check out for. Is this person, even for men, is this woman responsible, or is just looking for somebody to perch on?
That's another thing.
My own is to just relax. The man will take care of me. The ones who ask how much, this is what I want in a month, this is what you will do. What are you doing? What will I do? My own is to just be there and cook for you and be a liability while you go. No, we are not saying you must have everything as a woman, but are you responsible? Are you also seeing that I'm also responsible for the family? I'm also responsible to ensure that this work. I'm also responsible to work together, to partner, to do what it takes to ensure. That's why I was talking about planning, finances. What do we want to achieve? How much do we need? What can I also do to support and make sure? Because two has become one. For me, the key word.
The wife is meant to be the helpmate.
Of course, the helpmate. I know a helpmate for. And when you said the helpmate, I remember what the woman is meant to be the helpmate. I remember what I tell men when Bible says this man is a helpmate for you. I ask as a man, between the person that is being helped and the one that is helping, who is stronger? And I said, do you see that when God is saying that your wife is going to help, it means that you too, you're also weak. God is looking somebody who has strength, so you must acknowledge the strength of that woman, because she's helping you, and the woman must understand you're a helper. So there's something God is bringing in you to contribute. You are full of, don't see yourself as just a liability that will just, no, you are full of potentials. You must harness it. You must. That's why the Bible says, if a man finds a good wife, he finds a good thing and obtains favor, there's something you carry. There's something, there's a push you can give this man to bring her. There's a lot deposited on the inside of you too that you can. And I'm happy to see women thriving even in marriage, in their careers, and they are working as a team to achieve the goal of the family.
Okay, is there a particular age? Okay, for women, they say that between the marriageable age should be between 26 to 28 to 32. So of what age, about what age is ripe for a man?
I've had friends that even married at 25 as a man. Yes, married at 25.
Wouldn't that be amateur?
I've had friends that married at 25.
Because maturity, it matters a lot.
It matters a lot, though. It matters a lot. I think he finished school, everything at 20, and he's been working for over 5 years. He has really built a lot, and though he has, for me, maturity, because some people say age doesn't matter, but I think there's a place of maturity, mental maturity, that even come with not just experience but with age. But we're not saying that as a man you must be up to 30 before you get married. Okay, we are not also saying that
there are even some that are younger
and they are matured. So sometimes for me, if we accept we are not, there's no rush in this, okay? But I've had friends at 25, okay, they finish early, they've built life, they are even running organizations, and they're ready to settle down. I say, why not? Okay, for me as a man, you are 27, you are 28, you are ready mentally, emotionally, financially. Why not? Okay, but I'm not an advocate of men, especially in their early 20s. You are 20, 21. So, because at this stage, you see people that finish school even at 18, and at 20 they already started. I say no, wait and be mentally, matured for that. Okay.
And another thing, early marriage can lead to divorce.
Yes, can lead to divorce, because you've not really understood so many things in life. You have not really, so I think age even has a lot to do. Mentally mature experiences that will help to build you for life. We're not saying get to 40 and no. But I think from 25, I've seen girls, women from 25. I've seen men 25 is a very good for ladies. Okay, and for men, you are above that age, and you are mentally matured. You are ready. And for you, sometimes you're not the one that will even know that you're mentally matured. You have a mentor. I always tell men, who is mentoring you, who is counseling you, let that person also check. All right, have somebody also check in for you that will give you tests, that will give you assignments, that will help to check your mental capacity and know how ready you are. So men say, I'm ready. Who is checking on you? Nobody. Have that. I think is very critical. Right.
As much as possible, though, even due to all that has been happening around ugly situations here and there. So a lot of people have turned counselors. Even the young, the old, they've turned marriage counselors.
Everybody on social media now is a marriage counselor. Even teenagers are counseling.
Yes. We cannot cut out the fact that marriage is awesome. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, and yes, we don't advocate that if you are in a toxic relationship, you should stay there, mostly when there is abuse and all that. At what point would you say in an abusive or bad relationship or a toxic relationship, at what point should people call it a quit? Yes, whether the husband, men too, husbands can call it quit too. Of course, you can have a toxic wife and you decide to let this woman not come and kill me. Yes, so at what point is that?
For me, I think situations vary. Because I've seen situations where what made this home to call it a quit, others were able to pull through that storm. Exactly. Okay. I've had a situation where people broke out on the case of infidelity. I found another family who had such, and the man genuinely repented, confessed, and he was able to he submitted himself to counseling, therapy, and we saw growth and we saw improvement. Okay, so I think it varies in situations, but when it's a clear case of abuse, they are beating you, you are physically, mentally abused, verbally traumatized, there's really no need. And that man or that woman over time have been doing that and is not ready
and has shown boldly that doesn't value you,
this is who I am, this is where I will stand, and I'm not going to change. When you see those signs, it's not until you are in coma and waiting for God to bring you back before you will not say you are out. When there's a clear case of abuse, violence, please run.
What about those that are like so religious that like, oh, God will change God hates divorce.
God hates divorce.
Yes,
God changed him. I've had,
and they feel by doing that they are holding on to their faith that God hates divorce. So they are being, they are seeking the face of God over their situation, and yet they are dying.
Some of them understand better now in the grave.
Exactly.
Okay. We understand what the Bible is talking about in divorce, because we've had cases where people clearly divorce for no reason, for issues that can be resolved because they are not mentally or emotionally stable. That's why I say people need to be mature in that. Okay. Yes. So we're not saying, oh, if they just tell you you are stupid, go and file a divorce. Or they just tell you, look at your head, look at your eye. God, no, that's what we're saying. God hates divorce. God hates violence. God hates intimidation. God hates manipulation. Right. also. God wants us to be at peace and enjoy marriage, not to endure. Not to endure.
Yes.
So God doesn't want people to be separated, but God wants people to live when people are being abused. We must learn to understand what God is saying there. And the same Bible, if we talk about issue of infidelity, when we are talking about on this case, okay, people can say goodbye, okay. So God said, I hate this, I don't want this. That doesn't mean that when something is happening, so God is as if I desire that all men should be saved. But at the same time, some people will still not be saved and go to hell.
Right.
So I hate divorce. I wish you are not separated. But if there are issues or cases where life is being threatened, even though that is not what I want, but I want you to be at peace, then please go. That God is saying, I don't want this to happen, doesn't mean that there are no situations where those things will still happen. But say, I really desire that this will not happen. But when you're in such a situation where this is toxic, I don't want you to die in the name of marriage. Please, God wants us to be in peace and live.
Right. So in all of this, do you think the parents have a role to play during this time of pre-marriage relationship, courtship? What role do you think the parents have to play? Even as the parties, the two parties are like trying to like find their...
Parents, for me, experience is also very key, and parents have experience. They've gone through the road and they have a lot to share. I see people who are going through this part and say, leave my parents, they are old school, I don't even want to hear anybody, the love is shacking us. No, our parents have a role to play. Their wealth of wisdom, their wealth of experience, they can counsel, they can share their experiences, where they made their mistakes, you know, how they found their footing. We can learn a lot from our parents. They have a role to play. But if it's when a parent, we've had cases where parents, you know, I say, oh, he's not from my tribe, she's not from my place. He's not from my church. He's not from my church. He's not from our village. We can't do. You are the first daughter. You can't marry somebody that is not in Nigeria. You have to be around. No. That one is doesn't have hold water. That's not what we're talking about. All right. When it's a clear case of parents not having understanding, we're not also saying you should go again, but there's a way you can negotiate. There are people your parents respect. You can talk to them. They are pastors, they are religious leaders. You know, let them help them understand that marriage is beyond just location or who. But when it comes to a clear case of experience, this is okay. Do a background check. I've seen parents. Okay, can we find out about their family, their line, how this person also grew up, so that we know what are his mindsets. Where do we need to help? Where do they worship? What is their ideology? Okay, so if it's in that area, parents have roles to play. But when it's saying, oh, religion, culture, tribe, location, and all of that, my church, no, that's not where that doesn't hold water.
Okay,
right.
But what about if it gets so bad that as a young lady, you are saying, or a young man, that your parents-in-law to be really do not like you for whatever obvious reasons, and you've talked to people to like plead on your behalf, to seek their opinion on why exactly. But it's not, they're just bent on like, saying, I will not give, my no is no over my dead body, or I will not give you my blessings. What would you counsel that young man and that young lady that is being rejected even before going into that marriage? Should they go ahead, or should they at that point step down?
Thank you. I've seen people who say, even when they don't agree, let's run away and do our own secret thing.
Or let's get pregnant.
So that they will not have another option. And I said, no. Parents must give consent. They must hand over their daughter to you. And if they insist, for me, marriage is an institution that is founded by God.
Right.
And if it's God is in it, and you're sure that this is the person, there's no mountain that cannot be crumbled, cannot be crushed. No matter the ideology of their parents. Seek counsel, pray, do all. But if the parents insist, wait on the father. If family is ready to give you their daughter. Except they are saying, if she wants to go ahead though, I will give you but it's not in my, but let them say, I'm handing over. You are paying the price. They are accepting it. Even if they are not happy, but they are accepting it. There must be that acceptance and consent. And until they accepts, I ask the person to wait.
Okay.
If he's really God, it will really
will
work out
happen.
in his time to
Okay.
happen.
We're gradually rounding up now. I would like you to counsel those that are in a toxic relationship, either about to wed, or already in marriage. Yes, that it's so toxic that they have been bearing, they have been enduring, either the man or the woman, and they have like actually gotten to their broken, breaking point. So what would you counsel them?
I tell them, seek. A lot of people are in that, but they're not seeking the right counsel. They're not meeting the right people. And some even meet counselors that tell them what to do, but yet they don't take those counsel. I say, seek counsel if you have not sought counsel. They are certified marriage counselors that are good. They are everywhere. You know this person has a track record of excellence, of results. Go to that person and whatever counsel they give, because that person has to analyze what exactly is going on. You might not be here to really know exactly what is going on right there in the marriage, but when it's a clear case of abuse, you have been battered, you have been beaten, you have been molested, you have been even raped in marriage. Some of those things you don't need an angel or a prophet to tell you to run.
Right.
When is a clear case, please ask you to run. But when there are issues going on, seek counsel.
Right.
And when you sought counsel and that person is telling you professionally, this is what you need to do, please take that counsel. And please, the earlier you do that, the better for you. Because some people even leave late and the damage remains with them for life. Even when they now find the right partner, they are still traumatized. So the more you stay, the more you are damaged on the inside. Even when you leave later and find the right person, the trauma from that former relationship can affect you in the later relationship.
Even if children are involved,
even the children. So the earlier you get help, leave or do the right thing early, the better for you.
Mr. Ebuka, thank you so very much for finding time. I know you have to drag yourself out of the program to come
and I'm running to another one.
Thank you so very much. We truly appreciate it, and I trust that when next we call on you, you will be here with us.
Sure.
So viewers, we want to thank you so very much for finding out time to listen to us.
Thank you.
Remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on our social media handles written on the screen. Send us a mail. Like we encourage you, if you have stories upon which have happened to you and you want others to learn from, we encourage you to share with us through our email, which is also on the screen. Hope you've been able to acquire knowledge as far as today's topic went. True love includes respect, admiration, and care. Never subject your partner to hurt, humiliation, or any form of abuse. My name is Elizabeth Samsedi. See you next time.